welcome to the Ben and Scout Show. We're having an awesome, amazing show tonight. We're already starting off with a lot of bit of.
Love this song.
I fucking love this song too.
What up, everybody? My name is Scout, and this is
Ben.
and we are the Ben and Scout Show.
Scout Show. Woo woo.
We're still working on that.
Yeah, we're still working on it. We actually don't even practice that. We just fucking do it on the spot. So I'm getting the number live. Connect to my phone live right now. So remember, 978-543-0405. Call in today. Share your time with us here on the Ben and Scout Show.
Yeah. Sexually, yeah.
We can do sexually too.
Alrighty. So I know tonight we are talking about sports. We got some big updates going on. We are down to the final 2 games of the NFL before the Super Bowl. So we're gonna have Sports Junkie on here later. First off, we're gonna be talking about some things that have been going on lately. We're gonna be talking about the Gil-lette Fusion commercial and all the controversy that stirred up. We're going to be talking about, what was it we're going to talk about? Oh,
Spider-Man.
Yeah, the Spider-Man trailer just released yesterday, so we're going to talk about that tonight. Let's see. We're also going to be talking about some other shit that's been going on around town and around the country. We're going to be talking about Justin Timberlake coming to San Antonio. He's actually in San Antonio right now.
Really? He's here right now?
Yeah, he's here right now. He got here today. He was actually visiting with the children at the children's hospital.
Oh, we need to follow up with our Tinder account, by the way.
Oh, we haven't. Oh, yeah. I need a recent update from the Tinder account that Ben and Tony started last week. So
that was a big hit last week.
Yeah, I'm not involved in that in any sort of way.
Yes,
that is purely just them.
You are
only Ben
co-host.
and Tony. So, I think. So first off, we need to do some shout outs. So, and also, guys, don't forget, we have a big surprise for you all tonight. We will reveal later on tonight what the big surprise is. So, without further ado, we're going to bring on one of our third out here. Introducing first, weighing in at 127 pounds, reaching heights of 5'11", maybe even 6 foot total. We got Tony.
Baby.
What up, Tony?
Baby Tony.
Oh, what's up, y'all?
How's it going, man?
Pretty good. How y'all doing this week?
Oh, we're doing pretty good. How's your week been?
I went and saw Glass.
What's the glass?
What? You went and
Mr.
saw
Glass,
it?
yeah, the new M. Night Shyamalan movie. With,
I didn't even know there's one coming out.
Yeah, so the first one was with Bruce Willis called Unbreakable. The next one was called Split. And, like, no one was expecting it, but Split, like, tied in the two movies. And then
split shit up?
It did, man. It did, in fact. And then Glass was, like, the third of the trilogy. And I got to say, folks, kind of disappointed.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was kind of a boo.
You know other movie
There was a
Bruce
lot
Willis
of
came out
big
on?
hype for that
That's
movie,
an M.
too.
Night Shyamalan
Shyamalan
movie.
Shamalama ding dong.
The Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense was good.
I did not know it was one of his movies, and then I looked it up like a couple months ago. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie. It's one of his first ones too.
Shamalamanon.
He was young as fuck too when he made that movie. He's like 24, 25, something like that. Young dude.
Shit. Man, you know what movie I just watched? Actually, last night. I watched Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
Dude, it was so fucking good.
Don't lie to
I'm
me,
not
Chris.
gonna spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. I'm gonna give y'all at least another few more days or so. So I know Sports Junkie hasn't seen it, so that motherfucker needs to hurry up and watch it already. Man. All right, so you know what time it is, guys?
Time to share the shit out of the stream.
Well, yeah, that too. But you know what time it is?
What time is it?
Shout out time!
Shut up.
So time to give our natural born shout outs there like we do every show. First shout out we're going to do is give a big shout out to Cloudcraft right here on the cup and on our shirts. Cloudcraft, located right there on Bulverde Road. Go check them out. Go see Avery. Tell him hi and that you love him. And he is great. And he'll also help you out with all your vape needs and whatever smoking apparels you need. Also, big shout out to one of our personal favorites, Boardwalk Tattoos, located right there on Blanco and Lock Hill Selma, right there in the shopping center on the eastern side of the street.
I heard they got some exciting stuff going on.
They do. We're going to talk about that here in a bit. So big shout out to them. Big shout out to Juice Beans, located out there in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona to be exact. Those guys are awesome. They're actually working with their juice line is with the band Trapped. It's sponsored by them. They're pretty. Actually, it's actually okay. It's not. It's okay. Let's see. Big shout out to Fast Eddie's Vape Shop. It was located out there in Florida.
What's up, Fast Eddies?
What up, Fast
I
Eddie's?
love Fast Eddie's.
So, that's what's going on. So, are you ready?
I'm ready. What are we ready for?
Well, it's that time of the show.
Oh, God. You're not going to shave me, are you?
No, God, no. Okay, so earlier I was telling everybody that we have a big surprise for everybody on the show tonight. And Tony gets on the page and says, oh, no, y'all aren't going to fucking start doing Brazilian waxes on us. I was like, yep, that's it. And we're doing, and Tony, you're first. And then Paul's second with all his fatty spots. He's going to love that.
Yes. You say Paul? Where's Paul? Is he on there?
I don't know. He's doing something. Who fucking knows?
He's probably getting the wax right now. He's probably getting an extra bucket of wax.
He's probably getting shower and getting ready to wax.
Oh, yeah.
No, tonight we need to get ready for the sports. Because we got a big things going on right now. We got a fight going on tomorrow. And we got the NFL this Sunday, the last games of the year before the Super Bowl. So it's the final 2 games to figure out who's going to the bowl. Without further ado, guys, let's introduce 1, 2, 3, Sports Junkie!
Junkie! Get up in here, man.
So everyone logged on, Kat, Heather, Ryan, Charlie, welcome to the show. Everyone else that I can't see, invite your friends. If you're not a part of the group yet, go ahead, send us a friend request. We have our managers going to be actively adding you to the group right now. If you have any friends that would love to see the show, add them to the group. If you have any family members that would love to see the show, add them to the group. If you have any enemies that would love to see the show, add them to the group. All right. What are you playing? Oh, Sports Junkie. Okay.
Tiny fire drill!
Yeah, fire drill.
But everybody scoot this way so we can all get in on that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. This is what I love. Yeah. Alrighty. So, I know Sports Junkie wants to tell us something real quick before we get any further. But without further ado, hold on 1 second. Let me get shit ready.
Does it have something to do with your weird finger thing?
Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you guys, we're also going to be doing a live doctoring on the show. I got a boo-boo, so I need to get fixed.
We're going to fix it live?
Yeah.
Man.
Our famous doctor's going to come on the show here in a bit.
You heard it here.
Fix me up.
He's losing his testicles live on the Ben and Scout show. We're getting Scout fixed.
Right
He may need to have testicles to lose them first, so we need to check.
You guys are fuckers. All right, so before we go any further, I need Sports Junkie to take over the mic real quick. Yeah. All right, brother. Oh, before we go any further, let's take our hats off too.
Can't even get that damn close to that mic.
It can hear you.
There we go. Hey everyone, thanks again for having me on the show, Ben and Scout.
Hell yeah.
I want to take this opportunity to honor a U.S. Navy Chief Petty Officer. She was killed in action, the suicide bombing in Syria. Okay, and I'd like to honor her. Her name was Shannon Kent. She was a Navy Chief Cryptologic Technician, 35 years old. A native of Pine Plains, New York. She died January 16th, 2019 in Manbij, Syria, as a result of wounds sustained from a suicide improvised explosive device. Kent was assigned to Cryptologic Warfare Activity 66 based at Fort George G, Maryland. She enlisted in December of 2003 and graduated from language training at the Defense Language Institute in Monterey, California in October 2005. Her awards and decorations include the Joint Service Commendation Medal, 2 awards, the Navy Marine Corps Commendation Medal, Army Commendation Medal, Joint Service Achievement Medal, Joint Meritorious Unit Award, Good Conduct Medal, National Defense Service Medal, Iraqi Campaign Medal, Sea Service Deployment Ribbon, Rifle Marksmanship, and Pistol Marksmanship. From what I've heard, and the reason I'm sharing this is not only because it's somebody that was killed in action, but it's also a sister, because I'm a retired Navy chief, and that's a sister of mine, and I know that a lot of my close friends are mourning right now, and I ask that you lift them up in prayer, and say a prayer for Shannon's family and friends and people that are mourning right now, because this was a serious deal, and she died honorably. So thank you.
All right, with that, guys, we're going to take a moment of silence for 1 whole minute. Thank you all for joining us. All right, so back to the regular scheduled show. What's up next, Chris? Or should I say Sports Junkie? Fuck.
Who's this Chris guy?
Oh, damn it. I done fucked up.
Sorry. Eyes are a little watered, man. Sorry.
It's all good, brother. We are all here. I just want everybody to know that the point of our show is not just to be entertaining, but is also to spread and share the love and to show our appreciation to others, especially those of service who can't be here with their friends and their family, and those serving our country and doing a good diligence for the rest of us and doing the things that we don't have the actual balls to fucking fill, the shoes to even fill either. But more importantly, we just want everybody to know that we want to keep everything positive and nothing ever negative, and we just want to keep spreading love and cheer, and it's kind of like Santa Claus, but in our own sick and twisted way. But more importantly, we want each and every one of you to know that no matter what sexual orientation you are, no matter what gender you decide to claim, we want you to know that we love you and we accept you no matter what. Isn't that right, Ben?
Yes.
All right, there we go. All right, so sports. Let's talk sports real quick,
baby.
guys. Come on.
Holy shit, can we ever talk sports?
God, we love talking sports. So right now we are on a big time of the year right now where the NFL is down to one more day of regularly scheduled football.
Playoffs, baby, playoffs.
Last 2 games of the playoff season until the Super Bowl. They are playing for, what is it, the division championships?
Conference championships.
Conference championships, that's the one.
AFC and NFC.
AFC versus NFC.
So who?
Whoa!
Snap.
Ooh.
So who's going to the Super Bowl?
Oh, we're not there yet.
Oh, we're going to find out right now.
No,
Actually, we're going to find out on Sunday,
Yeah,
actually.
we're not there yet. Hold on.
I want to know who's.
So who's playing Sunday first?
So,
because I got to discuss those
I
games
actually,
first.
I actually know who's going to the Super Bowl this
oh
year.
my God, Ben knows something. Tell us.
Not Denver.
Oh, motherfucker. Hey, you know who else? Not Green Bay. And not Chicago.
That's true too.
And not Dallas.
Well, that doesn't count because I kind of got the first one in there, so that's a little add-on.
Here you go. You forgot mine.
Oh, yeah, not Buffalo either.
Not Buffalo either.
And definitely not the fucking Steelers. So, All of them are out. Right now, Sunday, we have the games of New Orleans versus the Rams, which is L.A., not St. Louis.
Good job. Good job.
And then we have the greatest team of all, the Kansas City Chiefs versus the fucking Patriots.
I like how you said the fucking Patriots.
Fucking
I like to say the
Patriots.
fucking Patriots,
Fucking Patriots.
too. Okay. So our first game.
So, Tony, who do you want to see in the Super Bowl?
Saints.
You want to see Saints?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
You like the Saints?
Yeah, Saints are going to take it.
I didn't know this.
Oh, the
I
Saints
didn't know you
are-
liked the Saints.
That's New Orleans, right?
Saints are going to take it. Yeah,
the
New
score?
Orleans Saints.
I like New Orleans.
What's the score?
So I'm gonna go for Saints.
Yeah. Well, okay. So wait. So you want Saints to be in Super Bowl. So Saints are playing L.A. Rams on Sunday. So how do you think they're gonna win? By how much? Like, what do you think the score is gonna be?
Saints 150, Rams 3.
Yeah, yep.
To
heard it
be
here.
honest,
The
I'm
fourth
expecting that.
You heard it here first, folks.
150 to 3.
Hey, Tony just simply says the Saints win. That's it. He just says
They fucking win.
the Saints
okay.
win. They fucking
What's the
win.
score gonna be? I don't fucking know.
I don't
but
fucking know they're gonna win. All right. Fuck it. The Saints win. Let's do this so the Saints win.
Saints versus Chiefs, Paul says.
Well,
Oh,
That's not
you
a
know
bad
what?
prediction, Paul.
I want that. I really want that.
but we need to analyze this.
We need to be
All right,
really
and that's why I'm on the show. We need to analyze this game, okay?
Bring it down.
So let's
If-
start
dude,
off.
Paul even said it's going to be Saints versus
Yeah,
Chiefs.
we just
I
said
fully
that.
agree with that.
All right, first game is the Los Angeles Rams at the New Orleans Saints.
Uh-huh.
All right, the Rams had a serious rushing attack against the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, with C.J. Anderson backing up Todd Gurley. All right. Yeah, Todd Gurley.
He said
He's
Gurley.
one of the best running backs in the league. All right. Needless to say, they could not stop the run. Dallas could not stop the run. And we're going to get into Dallas in a little bit because they fired their offensive coordinator today. But we're going to talk about that in a minute. Okay, so if the Saints have a hard time stopping that run as well, LA Rams could be in business, all right, because they move the football. They've got one of the best pass rushers in the league of Aaron Donald. All right, this dude is a beast. He's got more sacks than anybody around. I mean, he's a fucking beast. So I've been thinking a lot about this because, you know, this is a hobby of mine to come on the show and whatnot. But I'm like,
I actually got a question for you. Since like you know like all the key players and all the people with the stats and everything, what do you go by? Do you go by stats? Do you go by like how they're doing it just for that season? Do you go overall? What do you go by?
you know, Ben, that's a great question because I kind of go by a lot of intangibles, right? Weather is one.
Okay.
So if there's snow and it's windy as shit, that can ground the air attack, right? So you've got two Hall of Fame quarterbacks with Drew Brees and Tom Brady, right? But you take away the elements, or you put those elements in there, you may take away some of their aerial attack. Now, I hate to say it, but Brady can play in anything. And he's proven it over and over again. Wind, rain, snow. I don't know how the fuck he does it, but he does it.
He
all right?
fucking
And he
does
plays
it.
at a high caliber every single fucking time. Yeah. So I've been really struggling with this whole prediction thing, right? Like, I want to take the home teams because it's like, you know, they played all season to get to this moment where they host the conference championship, right? They get to play in their home stadium in front of their fans for a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Yeah. So I know the New Orleans, I mean, Bourbon Street's going to be completely pumped up and ready to rock and roll. You know, there's going to be Saints fans, and it's going to be like Mardi Gras and Fat Tuesday all combined because of the Saints are there, right? And then you got LA coming in, who's got a second-year quarterback that was the first overall pick in the draft last year, right? And he's up and coming. But here's a question for y'all. Is this moment too big for him? What do you think?
First time?
Oh, for Mahoney?
No, for Jared Goff from the Rams.
Oh, the QB for the Rams?
Yeah.
That dude's actually pretty good. He's young too, isn't he? He's young as fuck. I mean, you can see in his face. He looks like he's just fresh out of high school.
Is
I
this
mean,
moment
he's probably
big?
not fresh out of high school, but.
He's only like, what, like 23, 24?
Yeah, he's young.
Who is the youngest quarterback to be in the Super Bowl?
Oh,
Do you know? More or
I
less.
fucking know this.
He's one of the youngest, right? He's like up there. I would say if he got me to the Super Bowl, he'd be one of the youngest. He'd definitely be one of the youngest.
Second-year player, yeah, he's very young.
against, you said probably like Tom Brady.
Maybe.
If they
I mean,
go
it's
out there, it's a possibility, right? It's a possibility.
When Drew Bledsoe got hurt in New England, so he's been backing up for a few.
Yeah, well, Brady won the Super Bowl back when he was like late 20s.
I would have to break it down to whose offense is better.
Members Google that for us.
Who's
the youngest Super Bowl quarterback ever?
I would have to break it down to like who has the better offense, who has the better defense. You know, because the quarterback can be badass, but if their defense is killer, the other team's defense is killer. It doesn't matter how good your offense is if the other team's defense.
I totally agree with you there, right? But
Oh shit!
Roethlisberger.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
At 23 years old,
makes
became the
sense.
youngest quarterback to win the Super Bowl.
Okay, I agree with you in this sense, right?
Okay, but he was a record previously held by Tom Brady.
Oh, so he broke it.
What was Tom Brady's record though? How old was he when he was a?
I'm sure Google will tell us.
Let's see. Tom Brady.
So, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked because we got interrupted by Ben Roethlisberger over here. So you had asked, about who has the best offense, who has the best defense, right? Well, in this situation, you got like number 1 in the league versus number 2 in the league, or number 2 in the league versus number 1 in the league. So they're all stout. They're all really, really good offenses, really, really good defenses. So now you got to throw, okay, is it good? Like for instance, in Kansas City, now the temperatures are being predicted to be in the 20s versus they were going to be in like 0. They were going to be like 0 and below. But now they're going to be in the 20s. Who's that favor? The man that Chris is Googling right now, Tom Brady. It favors Brady.
Well, like you said too, isn't Tom Brady from like he's New England Patriots? It's cold as fuck up there too. So
Right.
When
Tom Brady was 26 when he won his first Super Bowl.
You said cold weather. They're both used to cold weather, wouldn't they be?
See, that's the thing though. Is Patrick Mahomes, the rookie NFL MVP right now, is he used to the weather? He's coming out of Lubbock. He's coming out of Texas
Where's
Tech.
the Super Bowl happening at?
Yeah.
Where is the Super Bowl? Is it Atlanta?
It's Atlanta.
Yeah, so it's in Atlanta. It's in a dome. It's inside.
dome.
Yeah,
Inside, okay.
the Super Bowl don't matter. We're talking about this week right now. Like this is the key.
About the week,
So
the
Kansas
inside.
City is outside,
Yeah.
but they heat their field. So the field won't. The elements of the field, like it won't be icy. It won't be
Okay.
like tons of snow on the ground or anything. But what if the wind is whipping? There's a lot of intangibles.
That'd be kind of cool to see like that with you try to get the field goals and you try to make passes and everything. I love
Shit,
those
yeah, those field goals that are like as soon as they kick it, it goes, just like it goes flying, right? Just like the double doink with Philly. Doink, doink. With the Bears. Oh, I had to say it. The Bears. I like the Bears. So I've been really struggling with this whole prediction thing, right? Because
You don't play the lotto.
I'm telling you, like, I don't bet against the Patriots. It's very hard right now to bet against the Patriots.
I want to.
But at the same time, like, the Chiefs have a potent offense. They have a great rushing attack. They have a great pass rushing attack. They have a good secondary. They have good linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
They have what it takes, right? But with that said, I gotta go. Patriots are gonna win the game.
You think Patriots gonna win?
Yep, I think the Patriots are gonna win. I think it's gonna be very close.
Man.
It may even go like 38-35 type score. They're going to score points. Those two quarterbacks are going to score points. The Patriots have all those weapons on the offensive side with Julian Edelman, with James White out of the backfield, right, with Rob Gronkowski. And then you can't count out the GOAT.
No, you
I
can't.
mean, it's the GOAT. He's the greatest player of all time. You cannot you can't get rid of him. So I say the Patriots are going to win 38-35. You heard it here. Rams and Saints.
38-35. You've all heard it.
Rams and Saints is another story. I have a feeling that the Saints are going to get behind that New Orleans crowd and just they're going to ball out. And I don't believe that the Rams are going to have the defense to hold the Saints. I think that between Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara, and then you have Michael Thomas, and you have all these weapons, Darren Sproles for the Saints, and you have all these weapons. I just have a feeling that the Rams aren't going to be able to keep up. But it's possible. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's doable. So this prediction is going to be, let's see. I'm going to go, man, I want to go high with this one.
I mean, it's gonna be an offensive game no matter
Yeah. 42-35.
what. Damn.
Saints.
Don't quote him on that because it's probably not even going to be anywhere near that.
Hey, I only missed one. And
That's
and
not
it's
true.
No, it is true. From last week, I
Okay,
only
yeah,
missed
yeah.
one
You said
game.
to win, but you were off on the points by crazy.
True. True.
You were nowhere near those points. I even text him
what
saying,
do you-
"Don't buy a fucking scratch off."
What do you think, Boy Scout? What's going to happen?
All right, Saints and Rams. I think it's going to be 28-25. I think it's going to be a neck and neck game. And then for Pats and Chiefs, that's perfect actually. I love that actually.
It's a lot of fucking black.
It's a lot of black, but like the white and black like that, I think that's perfect. Yeah. But for the Chiefs and the Pats, I want to say it's going to be 28-32 Chiefs.
32-28 Chiefs?
28-32 Chiefs.
I'm going to write that down. Okay. Tim, I see you say, do the Pats have a good spy linebacker for Mahomes? Yeah, they do. They have
They also have needles.
they have several linebackers, and it just seems like that no matter what happens in the playoffs, the Patriots defense steps up and becomes like one of the best in the league.
Yeah, especially under pressure.
Hey, my boy Chris Price, man, I'm with you, man. I want to see Andy Reid win a Super Bowl too. You know, all those years in Philly and all the years of getting to the championships and getting to the playoffs, and you know, even getting there, I want to see. I'd like to see Andy Reid do it too. But do you, in your heart, think that the Chiefs can beat the Patriots, Chris? Let me know.
I think the Chiefs are going to beat the Patriots.
Okay, you gave that prediction. What's
I'm
next?
full with that.
Rams and Saints.
Rams and Saints. I think it's okay. So 28-25. It's going to be Saints.
That was a very quick prediction without any analysis or thought.
Yeah,
That's like Tony saying Saints are going to win the Super Bowl. Yep.
Yeah, I want the Saints to. I want the Saints to win that game. I want the Saints to go to the Super Bowl. I want it to be Saints and Chiefs.
And what was the score again?
28-25. What was your prediction on that score?
A lot higher.
Oh yeah, like
41,
150 to 3.
41, 41-38 Saints.
Tony, who do you want to see at the Super Bowl? You want to
You already
see?
said Saints.
The Saints.
Well, yeah, you want to see Saints there, but who do you want to see him play against?
You don't care,
Patriots
the
or the
Saints.
Chiefs?
The Saints versus who?
The Patriots or the Chiefs?
Chiefs, man.
Chiefs, yeah.
Chiefs.
Because fuck the Patriots.
That's going to be the game.
Hey, make sure that they check for fucking weapons
Yeah.
at the game.
Deflate game. Make sure the balls are inflated properly. Spygate, fucking cameras in their practices. See, Chris said no. He don't think that Andy Reid's gonna win a Super Bowl. That look, if the Pats play the same way they played last weekend, they're unstoppable. They are unstoppable. Fucking Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking Patriots.
The fucking Patriots are.
We are haters. Haters. I almost wore I have a shirt that says like I am a Patriot hater.
What up, Avery?
What up, Ave?
Avery.
Okay. Can we move forward?
All right.
Sir.
Next.
Next, I'd like to talk real quick about college basketball.
Oh,
And this one really hit home because Duke in the American Atlantic Coast Conference, played my beloved Syracuse Orange this past, what was it, Thursday night? No, not Thursday, Tuesday night or Monday night. I can't remember the night. Shit. All these nights tie together when you don't work. Anyhow, Syracuse goes into Duke and Cameron and beats them 95-91 in overtime. And Duke is ranked number 1 in the country. Syracuse is unranked. Okay. Now, there's obviously a caveat here is because Duke was out without one of their best players that had the flu. And then another guy got hurt. One of their other stars got hurt. So they were kind of down 2 stars. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I don't give a shit. We went into Duke and beat Duke. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. Like, when Duke comes in healthy to Syracuse, they're probably going to destroy us. You know,
Hold on
like
1 second.
out for revenge.
Where's he going? I got a phone call. You don't need to make a phone call on a live show?
Hey, we have a phone.
Damn it, Chris.
We had a phone call in a live show.
God damn it.
You know, speaking of phone calls, you guys can call in at 978.
543.
0405 live line.
That's right, guys. So call in. Let's hear your opinions. Want to hear who you guys think's going to the Super Bowl. I want to see. You think there's going to be any really crazy Super Bowl commercials? I mean, we already got some crazy commercial stuff going on with commercials. So the Super Bowl is like the ultimate commercial time.
I know people who don't even watch sports that will watch the Super Bowl for the commercials.
It's nuts, man. So like, I wonder what they're going to pull. Like, if there's already crazy commercials going on, there's a current controversy. Like, what's going to be the Super Bowl of commercials?
Well, first off, I'd like to say that this is the Junkie and Ben show now.
Oh, what?
We've taken over. The boss too.
Thank you.
Yes, this is kind of cool here.
We should just change the logo to the Ben, Junkie, and Boss show. Let's do that.
Scout
right
who? Who's
Scout
this Scout guy? So yeah, the commercials, they always push the edge, and it's awesome. I love when they do that. Like
It's nuts for the Super Bowl. They got to take it like times 10.
Think about how much money they spend just for that, minute and a half of advertising. But yeah,
so much.
The worst part about having social media and whatnot now is the fact that the commercials are released before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So we'll see them. You can go to YouTube and be like Super Bowl commercials 2019.
Wait, they're doing that now? They're releasing before?
Yeah, they get released. They
no way.
Yeah, they get leaked.
What?
Yeah, they get leaked.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
I didn't know that.
So my buddy Chris, he's talking.
Chris already wants to talk about. All right, guys.
You got to tell me about this.
This is a
I
big
missed
topic.
out.
So you haven't seen it. We need to. Can we
pull
pull
it
this
up.
up on YouTube?
Yeah, let's pull it up.
Chris,
So-
we're gonna pull it up on YouTube.
Gillette had a commercial recently that's gotten a little controversy. People have been a little upset about it, and we're actually going to show you all the commercial, and you can see what all the stuff's about, and tell us what you think.
I'm a first timer with this commercial.
This is going to be the first time that Sports Junkie has seen it, and we're going to watch that commercial and see what all the hubbub's about. What is everybody blabbing about? Okay, that one's people talking about it. Do you have the actual commercial?
By the way,
that one might.
So this is the
Guardian
Ben
News one will
Sports
have a link
Junkie
to
and
it on
Boss
it.
show. So you've been
You've
been moved over to here.
That's it.
Get over.
This is your
Wait,
seat. Now.
can you hear the commercial?
They can hear it.
Are you hearing the audio?
Gillette commercial?
Yep.
I don't hear the audio.
All right, so here's the commercial. Starting right now.
Here we go, folks.
Now I do.
Movement against sexual harassment.
Oh, he needs to hear the commercial. He's never heard it.
best a man can get?
Here's here, earphones. You heard it?
Yeah, I've heard.
Is it?
Okay, cool.
We can't hide from it.
Sexual harassment is taking over.
It's been going on far too long.
Oh, sorry.
We can't laugh it off.
Oh wait, this is different from what I heard.
That's not one.
You can't laugh it off.
Thing she's trying to say.
Making the same old excuses.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys.
But something finally changed.
Allegations regarding sexual assault and sexual harassment.
But she says
And there will be no going back.
All right, guys, get your comments ready.
Because we believe in the best in men.
Men need to hold other men accountable.
Smile, sweetie. Come on.
To say the right thing. To act the right way.
Bro, not cool. Not cool.
Some already are. In ways big
Yo, men. We're acting like we gonna shake it.
and small.
I am strong.
But some is not enough.
It's not how we treat each other, okay? Okay.
Because the boys watching today will be the men of tomorrow.
Whoa.
Deep.
So I'm gonna need to watch this again because what I watched was like 3 minutes shorter than that. I missed all of that. I
So
didn't
that's the
even-
full commercial. We're actually going to encourage y'all to call in at 978.
543.
405.
Yeah, and we want to hear your opinions on the commercial. So I don't really see it as a bad thing. I don't see why people would be like super upset about it. What do you think?
Let's look at the comments.
I'm gonna need to watch it again to be honest.
Commenting it. Or maybe they're...
Pull it up on your phone, Scout.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Look
that.
it up real quick.
Yes, it's about time.
Here, you take this, Cookie.
You know, being. Oh, hold on. So coming from a service background, we have done sexual harassment training till we were blue in the face.
I can't even imagine.
I mean, everything revolved around like sexual assault, assault prevention, and I mean, you name it, we had the training. So that's why I laughed when that guy like went to go grab that girl's ass, because there was a video, probably about 15 years ago, and it was a skit, and a woman walked by, and the guy goes, "Hey girl, you make the bulldog want to bite the chain." and it was just hilarious because they're like in a line, to get their tray of food. Yeah. And he's like makes this comment, and they're like, "So is this red light behavior, yellow light behavior, or is this acceptable green light behavior?" And then they stop the video and like, "Okay, audience, what do you think?" And everyone's like, "Well, you did tell her like she makes a bulldog want to bite the chain. She didn't say like how pretty she looked today." So yeah, it was like it had to be just seeing that sexual harassment thing, but
it kind of brings you back a little bit.
It does. And then like childhood, I mean, if you didn't wrestle around with your buddies or like play sports with them or whatever, like get tackled by them, like we don't treat our brother that way. It's like I don't know. We grew up in a different time.
Yeah, same. Same. Like I remember. I don't know if it's just like a heritage, upbringing, what the case may be. I mean, I'm not really that much like older than that many people, especially the commercials kind of aim towards, I think since I'm a millennial, I think it's kind of the millennials nowadays who are making a lot of the commercials as well. So I know it's like a lot of people who are my age who are making these commercials and pushing this as well. But I can't really relate to it because that's not how I was raised up in a sense. I'm not saying it's good or bad one way or the other. Right. It's just different than what I am used to. So with that, I mean, I have to look at it from my own kind of experience, what I realize, what I've experienced in life compared to what they're showing me. And there's definitely a difference in there. There's definitely there's a miscommunication somewhere along the line. So I'm not saying I'm right or I'm wrong or they're right, they're wrong. You say, okay, where do we draw, the connection? How do we bridge this between the two different, world views in a sense?
So my personal stance on the commercial itself is I think it was perfect, to be honest. Because I mean, times are changing. Honestly, yeah. There's still an old lifestyle that it was, but the thing is though, the way things were viewed then versus now. Okay, so let me read y'all what Christopher said.
Read that.
I don't see this as controversial. As a dad to both girls 21 and 17 and boys 6 and 5, this commercial / messages hits home. Those opposed to it are interpreting it as an assault on all men, but it simply talks to us wanting to become better men.
That's exactly what I got out of it.
This is what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to say is we used to live in a society where it was okay to grab a woman's ass or spank on the ass and say, "Good job." Good game. Yeah, or good job. Like, how's it going, Sharon? Good job. Good game. That used to be okay. Really? But nowadays,
you did a great job on that report,
assault,
Sharon.
And you know what? To be honest, I agree with it. I don't think we should be touching anybody's fucking ass that we don't have the permission to touch. We shouldn't be doing shit like that. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to say I'm not guilty because, I mean, yeah, I joke around with my friends that I am close with and comfortable with, and they do the same thing with me.
But that's different.
Yeah, but that's totally different, though. Yeah. But I'll never physically go out of my way and slap a woman on the ass that I don't personally know, because that's considered disrespect. And the Ben and Scout show is not about that whatsoever. And I'm not even about that because that's disrespectful. Now, the way I see the way I saw that commercial was, it was a lesson. It was teaching these motherfuckers to learn how to start respecting other people. Stop always starting shit and causing fucking fights. Stop being a fucking bully. Learning how to treat others with respect and learning to love each other instead of hating each other. And learn to stop fucking going back and forth with each other and learning how to respect everyone else. Cat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're laughing at your comment, Cat.
We all need a woman like you in our lives, Cat.
Good game. But the way I see it though is also that we need to learn to teach our children how to become better human beings when they grow up. Because like the saying goes, monkey see, monkey do. If the monkey's gonna see you fucking robbing a goddamn liquor store, Guess what's gonna happen to the little monkey? He gonna rob a liquor store too.
Well, see, here's the deal. I was raised in Texas, and in Texas we were taught that we had to respect women.
Exactly.
That was a big part of being raised and be like, if you were a real man, then you had respect for other people. And I think I think that still stands, and I think that that's actually important.
No, absolutely. But
so my
look
question.
Look at the stuff that's happened though in the past. In the recent past.
Like
that's why this is so controversial.
Like the fucking the movie director, what's his face?
Oh my God, absolutely.
And all of them, everybody. I mean, fucking even Matt Lauer too.
Yeah, Matt
Sexual
Lauer, Harvey
misconduct.
Weinstein. I mean, it's just it goes on and on and on, right?
And not only that,
so they're taking the time to give a message.
What the hell are you doing, Ben?
Changing the show.
No, no, you leave that shit alone.
Ben and Junkie and the Boss Show.
No, you leave that shit out. Leave it alone, Ben.
But no, that's a great commercial.
You leave it alone.
It kind of
Leave
brings
it
me back to the
alone.
Nike commercial with Colin Kaepernick. What about the Nike commercial with Kaepernick?
I had to take a phone call, okay? Leave it alone.
Jeremy?
So
The Nike commercial with Colin Kaepernick, when they were saying like,
Oh, it's un-American for him to be kneeling during
no,
the fucking
it
national
wasn't
anthem.
about the kneeling. It was more about again being a better. Yeah, wait.
No, was it?
Hold up and let's play it.
Okay.
It really is a great message, and yes, it was about It was a little bit about patriotism, but it was more about like you can do anything that you want to do or are chosen to do. Right? You can be a champion if you were raised in a bad home or whatever the case may be.
I want to preface that with the whole idea of like when he kneeled down in the first place, wasn't it because of the Black Lives Matter movement? Wasn't that what's happening?
Yeah.
And then the Nike commercial came out like a year or so later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, again, I hate to bring it up, but like as a serviceman, I did not take offense to the whole kneeling thing. Right? It wasn't great timing. I agree.
No,
in
it
my
wasn't great timing
opinion,
at
it
all.
wasn't great timing, but it was also their platform. Okay, if you are Joe Schmo on the team, you're not getting a post-game interview with Bob Costas, right? So there's your chance, to make a statement. And they did. But guess what? Our president came in and told the NFL owners that they'll either stay in the tunnel and kneel or they won't kneel at all. They better be standing for the national anthem or they'll get fired.
Yeah.
So he came in and, took over that whole controversy. But the point is like men and women died for him to have that right. Kaepernick to start that movement. And, we're innocent people dying. We're black people, we're getting killed for no reason. I mean, who knows? I wasn't there.
I mean,
you weren't there.
The sad part is, though, and people have argued with me about this before, but it's like, to be honest, there's other people that don't view the same shit as we do. There are still racist people out there. But the fact is, though, you can't let one racist person define a whole generation of people. Like it says, you can't let one bad cop ruin the reputation of all police because not all police are bad.
Right.
Police are good. They went through training. They went through hell. Just like the military.
just
They
like
went
the
through
crooked
training.
cops.
They went through hell.
The crooked cops with the mob.
Yeah.
That whole story about Polito and Caracappa, right? So they were like basically the mafia's inside cops, and they would they would basically arrest the people that got in their way and beat up people and took money and all that, right? But not all cops were like that. No. But it's portrayed, in that time that all cops were dirty. Yeah. Are there dirty cops today? I'm sure there is.
Oh yeah, there totally is.
There's bad seeds everywhere. But yeah, it's just.
But when it's a huge thing and it's happening, then we do have to bring attention to things like that and make notice of it and say, hey, we don't stand by that. You can't just go around shooting people and everyone go, oh, well, it's okay.
Right.
See, now there are making examples of those police officers. You know what happens to some of them? They get put on paid leave, but a lot of them end up getting fired and sued and thrown in prison after the investigation, because the fact is there has to be an investigation. That's just how the law works. But another thing that people don't realize is there's always two sides to each story.
3 sides.
2 to 3 sides to each
Yeah,
story.
there's
My side, your side.
Your
And the
side,
right
what
side.
side,
And
and what
the
actually
truth.
happened.
That's right.
So the fact is, though, Joe Schmo got pulled over and got the crap beat out of him by the cops, but the body cam footage shows him with a gun Then he threw the gun on the ground. The cops tried to put him in cuffs. He started resisting arrest, so they hit him to get him to loosen up. Well, I'm sorry, but you see a big dude like 6'5", weighing 300 pounds, who's all jacked up on meth, trying to put him down. Bullets don't put him down. That's the reality of it.
What are we talking about specifically?
I'm sorry. Tasers don't put people like that down. Bullets will, but tasers won't do shit.
Yeah, the videos do never show the whole.
Yeah, the videos never show the whole interaction.
I saw a video of some dude who punched a 12-year-old girl. They were saying.
Oh my gosh! Yes,
know
people made a huge thing about it.
I don't even know what the backstory of that could possibly be.
You know what? To be
crazy.
honest, though, that goes along with the same thing we were talking about just a minute ago. The fact is, those kids probably did the same thing and buck up to an adult because they saw their mom and their dad do it.
Well, here's the deal. The relation between this, what we're talking about now, and the Gillette commercial that I see is I believe it takes a generation to change a paradigm.
Yes.
Sometimes we have things that we kind of go, oh, he gets a pass on that. You know, Bob's just a crazy ass and he grabs girls, ass at the office, and we'll just look the other way because, that's just the way Bob is. It's kind of like sometimes the cops got kind of a free pass to kill people, and somebody finally had to stop and go, hey, wait a minute, we're not just going to let crazy Bob go around and shoot people because he has a fear, or whatever. I mean, if we have one pilot that crashes planes on purpose, I mean, don't you think people would stand up and go, well, yeah, people wouldn't be like, oh, well, that's his job. And, that he was having a bad day and you didn't see the whole situation. I know he crashed the plane on purpose, but,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. See, the bad thing is though, is that situations like that, like especially with the police, like Kat said, she had a cop unnecessarily accost her, and she doesn't hate all cops. See, now you shouldn't have to fear all cops, but the bad part is, and I hate saying this, but African American people, they get unjustly accosted by police all the time. My best friend, my brother named Josh, I mean, he walks everywhere. But when he was working at this one place off of Broadway, he'd get pulled over all the time by Alamo City Police Department. For no reason whatsoever. They say, oh, well, you fit the description. And mind you, this was like 10 years ago. And this shit happened all the fucking time.
Straight out of the movies, man.
Yeah, and it's like, well, what the
you're
fuck, man?
You're in the wrong neighborhood. You get pulled over.
And I do agree that with generalization, like you can't say all cops, just like you can't say all one kind of person, anything. We got Sports Junkie coming in on this.
No.
But I think that like with any change, as we have as a society, the first thing we do is we bring attention to something. And then we all get to talk about it and go, hey, maybe that wasn't so cool. Maybe that's not okay. Yeah, do boys, beat each other up? And yeah, well, dude, when I was a kid, we threw rocks at each other and shot fireworks at each other and beat each other up.
Right.
Yeah.
It made us tougher.
But
it made us tougher. It was one of those things where we didn't know that, confidence being built, through other lessons in life. But we were getting our butts kicked or kicking someone's ass.
Well, another thing like that about
I wasn't kicking nobody's ass.
Well, if you think about it, if you just look at it from a biological aspect, that's what animals do. Dogs, cats, they play.
It's a good way to look at it.
Because whenever they're going out, they play rough. It's a part of it's built in us. It's built in us at a biological level. So I can't really say there's anything innately wrong by it or right by it. But it just if you take a step back, at least we have the capacity to know when that is a proper scenario for us to use that environment to use that in, and we are conscious to know when it's the wrong time as well.
Yeah, exactly. The difference is
welcome everybody to the Ben Junkie and Boss show. Okay,
the difference is when boys are raised that I'm not a man unless I have to go beat up other weaker people, and not all boys are being taught that doesn't really make you a man to go and beat the crap out of other people, and they think that they have to, and they're constantly trying to prove this thing that they can never prove to themselves, and then they just this endless stream of violence, and that's different.
Yeah, I remember one time I got in a fight with my best friend out on the side yard of the house, and my father let it go, and this dude was choking the shit out of me, and my dad just let it go, and I guess he didn't think he was going to kill me or anything, but he could have. I mean, he was choking the shit out of me. Like, I couldn't breathe. And I'm looking up, and I see my dad kind of, like, just smirking, like, toughen it up, boy. You know, like, those days don't happen. Right now, I don't think, maybe I'm ignorant to it, but I don't see that happening with our youth today.
My first
Maybe bullying, yes, they might get their ass kicked by a bully.
See, and I think that's a different scenario because I mean, my first fight ever was in kindergarten with my best friend. His well, anyway, it doesn't matter what his name was, and we got in a fight. He punched me, and the teacher took us aside, made us shake hands, and become friends again. And we were still best friends after that.
Yeah.
Which is a completely different scenario from the kid who maybe had abuse in his house, and the only way he knows is to run around and beat other people up, and everyone, like, you know.
Yeah, or see his dad abusing his brother, and then he becomes a fighter, you know, but then he takes it into a positive stance and becomes like a boxer.
Yeah,
you know, like
I mean, if you take it into the UFC kind of way, because martial arts, that teaches like self-discipline, which is the opposite of just running around being a knucklehead and being that guy that you hate to bring with you in public, like to bars, because he's constantly trying to prove that I'm a big man and thinks he has to fight everybody.
Yeah.
Nobody really likes that guy. We don't think you're a bigger man. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like you're hard to deal with, and I think that's one of the things that the fighting was talking about, like.
No, I mean, if you take a negative and turn it into a positive, right? Like, you were raised in the inner city, and all that there was drugs and crime, but yet you became a professional basketball player, you know, and now you're, you know, doing charity work for you know, the community that you're in. Okay, that's taking a negative into a positive, right? He got out of the city that all that was there was drugs and crime, you know, and poverty, and he got out of there. So, I mean, that, or she got out of there too. I mean, it's not just he. We keep saying he. I keep saying he.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the way I interpreted what that meant.
Yeah.
There's a difference between boys being boys and just roughhousing and fighting with each other, and the dudes who like are promoted to grow up being that guy who always has to start fights to prove he's a man.
Oh shit!
Nobody likes that guy, is what we're saying, Scout.
Nobody likes that guy.
We've all had that guy.
You become that guy.
Right? Everybody knows that guy. You take him with you somewhere, and he always has to start a fight with someone because he's always trying to prove that.
Just kidding, man.
Oh, man. What do you think, Ben?
So we're still talking about, like, people who are trying to, like, I think it can come out to a fundamental, and this is just, like, one way. There can be of many possible ways. I think it can come down to a level of personal inadequacy and insecurity where we have to prove ourselves to someone else that we are worth our weight moment in that situation. And we're trying to prove ourselves to be some sort of a man because of that. But does that actually make us a better man? Does that make us a better individual? Well, it's really dependent on, like, the situation. You know, I think there's a lot of situations that isn't the best. What are you guys doing right now? You guys cuddling?
Look on the feed. It's so great.
Oh, God.
Hey, ELE. ELE stands for everybody love everybody.
Everybody love it.
Everybody love everybody.
It's like in semi-pro. Somebody hit someone.
Punch him in the jejunum. Have you ever been hitting the jejunum?
I don't think that I have.
I don't know. I remember me being in school, and there was always that one guy who always felt like he had to be the all-out badass of the whole school. And the reason he thought he was the badass is because he would literally go out of his way to fight anybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
And it's like, why do you always fucking picking fights with people? Like, why can't you just be, you know, nice to people instead of always being a fucking prick? Like, what the hell? Like, I never understood that mentality of people. I still don't understand that mentality of people.
Chris has a fucking awesome point.
Okay, so here's what Chris said.
Chris, you have some amazing points. You must be my friend.
Gosh, Chris, you got good points.
Yeah, Chris, why aren't you calling in?
So this is what Chris said. He says, here's the thing. Studies have indicated that there is no value in that type of physical education. For example, the drill sergeant from back in the day used to put their hands on you and demean you. But it's been proven that you can get the same result without having to destroy someone's spirit both physically and emotionally.
Spot on again.
That's true.
That boy's good.
Chris, please call
That
in.
boy good.
Chris, please call in at
Sexual chocolate. That boy good.
978-543-0405.
He's the one that called last time.
100 Forms of Fear.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, man.
Can we talk about UFC?
Let's talk about
so
UFC.
We haven't talked about UFC. So UFC's tomorrow night, right?
All right, Sports Junkie.
Hey, can we pull up the fight night card there,
let's
Ben
pull
or Scout?
Let me pull it up right now. I got it, Ben.
All right. Hey, I know the main event, but I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the other fights. So this is UFC Fight Night. It is ESPN's very first UFC event. So, they're going to try to make it huge. They've even made new belts for the championships.
What?
So, yeah, because they went to ESPN and they're trying to make this big debut. So I made sure I ordered ESPN Plus, which is a streaming service for $5 a month. And the prelims and the main event are on this streaming service. So you have to watch it from a stream. So we're going to pull up the card and go over a couple of the fights. The main event is Henry Cejudo versus TJ Dillashaw. Now, Cejudo challenged Mighty Mouse 2 or 3 times for the belt. And he finally took the belt in the bantamweight division. And now Cejudo is the champion, coming to face Dillashaw, who's a champion in the weight class above him. And now Dillashaw is going down to Cejudo's weight class to try to take his belt. And it's been a lot of hype. I'm looking forward to the fight. Bantamweights, if you don't know, are in like the 125 to 128 category. So they're very small, but they're also like built and they're fast as hell. And so a lot of weapons. I don't know why we can't get this up, but
I want the fucking thingy thingy.
Fight night. Yeah, there you go, right there.
So if Ben and Scout had a fight night, who do you think would win?
Between these two?
Scout.
I don't know. I think Ben's got
just
like
kidding.
some
I think
sneaky
it's gonna be
BJJ,
Emphasis on the BJ.
Not BJ, but BJJ.
Blowjob.
Not
job.
JJ, but BJJ.
Blowjaw job.
Wow.
Say blowjob. Blowjob jiu-jitsu.
I don't know how I
So
did it before.
Greg Hardy is an ex-Dallas Cowboy defensive end who's transitioned over to MMA, and he's fighting on the co-main event. He's 3-0 as a pro. So the ironic thing about this is there is a girl on the undercard that suffered from domestic violence. Her husband beat the shit out of her.
No shit.
Well, Greg Hardy is also somebody that has been completely
There you go.
accused of domestic violence.
There we go.
So they had to UFC had to ask permission of this woman. Hey, is it okay if he's on the card? Because, she's just gone through a whole lot of shit. But as a fighter, she's a badass, right? Because she got, hit by her husband bad, and she's still going to fight on this card. Her name's Rachel Ostovich. And she's fighting Paige Van Zant, so that's going to be a good fight.
Damn.
So as you can see, Glover Teixeira from Brazil is fighting. He's 27-7.
Dustin Ortiz, is he related to Tito?
No.
Damn.
Nope. Joseph Benavidez has been around a long time in the flyweight division. In the lightweight division, we got Gregor Gillespie, who's 12-0, versus Medeiros, 15-5. That'll be a good fight. And then, like I said, the heavyweight co-main is Greg Hardy versus Crowder. And then the flyweight is Cejudo and Dillashaw. So
Man, change that shit.
I'm really
That looks terrible.
I'm really looking forward to the Cejudo Dillashaw fight. And I got some buddies coming over tomorrow night to watch the fights. Again, they're on ESPN Plus. So don't think that you can turn on FS1 and see UFC fights tomorrow night. They will not be on. And they will not be on ESPN either. As you can see, what does it say? Watch on what?
ESPN
Plus. There you go.
What is the plus?
Streaming.
Oh,
Live
okay.
streaming,
So live streaming like online or?
Yeah, you can do it online or you can do it through like Fire Stick or Apple TV or one of them.
Okay.
So I ordered it. It's
Do you
$5
think I
a
can probably
month.
get it on Cody?
Yeah, you probably be able to find it on Cody.
You might not want to say that.
I mean, no.
No.
What am I talking about? What is this Cody?
Cody? Who's Cody? I never met her. And that's all the sports I have for this evening. So I will pass the mic here and we'll continue to talk about whatever.
Cody's our friend who lets us come over and watch shows.
Ben has been too... Yeah, Ben, you've been too quiet.
Where are you going?
Okay, now tell them. Now
So-
it's the
So now we change it back to
now
something
it's
else.
the Scout Boston Junkie Show.
Scout Boston Junkie. We need to leave
What are
that
you
shit
talking
alone.
about, guys?
Ben is too quiet. Yes, Tim, he is.
You think it's weird to have Gillette like sponsor sports? Like, do other sports have to like shave? Like,
We
Not
have
at all,
swimmers-
because
swimmers
Gillette
do.
also sponsors the Patriots stadium.
Oh fuck!
So I mean,
Down with
yeah,
Gillette.
Yeah, they're big in they're big into sports.
for the
They're in-
Patriots?
Yeah.
So if the Patriots go to Super Bowl, it's probably going to be like a big commercial.
probably like one of the number one commercials if the Patriots go to the Super Bowl.
But they
I
won't.
don't.
That's a big giant if.
Fuck the
They won't.
Patriots.
Fuck the Patriots.
Fuck the Patriots.
Fuck the Patriots.
Yes!
It's going to be Saints.
Here we go.
Everyone
Saints and
knows.
Chiefs.
Saints and Chiefs.
Okay, so I know what we need to talk about.
Shaving?
Oh shit!
Shaving these
So-
beards, guys.
There was a recent trailer that dropped recently.
Oh, yeah?
Yesterday morning, to be exact.
What trailer was that?
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Can I get a drum roll? And bing! Spider-Man: Far From Home finally
Oh.
dropped. It comes out in July.
Who's Spider-Man?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. Oh, okay.
Speaking of Tom Holland, guess what that little fucker said today on Twitter?
What did he say?
He accidentally shared the whole movie for Avengers 4. The
What?
new one on Twitter. Yes, yeah, I know. Before you all go crazy, start looking it up.
Accidentally?
He accidentally shared it, but he also deleted it.
How do you accidentally share
the whole
the
movie?
whole movie in a tweet?
Because he's a kid.
Real quick, Chris says that he's drunk and he's slurring, so he can't talk right now.
Yeah, I saw that. But yeah, apparently Tom Holland dropped the whole the link to
entire
the
movie?
the entire movie on Twitter by accident, and then he fucking deleted it. Thank God. I guess
No, not thank God. Dang, I was
no,
going to jump on Twitter.
No, we're all gonna wait. We're all gonna wait.
Just like seeing Tool in concert, we're all gonna wait.
Yeah.
So the Spider-Man movie, what's it going to be about?
Okay, so there's gonna be this new villain. Let me use this real.
Because we just came out with that Spider-Man universe, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the one with the Into the Multiverse. Or,
Yeah, Into the Multiverse. I didn't get to see that one yet.
the animated one was awesome.
Yeah, I haven't
Into the
seen it
Spider-Verse or something.
Oh, I thought this was the.
No, this is another one.
This one is not the animated one. Into the Multiverse.
No.
Oh,
Maybe we could find the trailer?
That's what he's doing.
is that what
Okay, so I'm not showing all the trailer right now. So what I do want to talk about though is in the trailer it does show a couple stars that are going to be in it that are going to be the villains. I can't remember the names. I'm terrible with. Well, Jake Gyllenhaal is in it. He's actually the way he's in it in the trailer. It makes him look like a hero, but he's also a villain too. At some point, he becomes a villain. Let's see here. Jake Gyllenhaal. He is Mysterio. That's who he is.
Oh, Mysterio is going to be in this one.
This one's gonna be good. So we got Mysterio
actor, too.
and Tomei and Michael Keaton were confirmed to reprise their respective roles of Aunt May.
Oh,
and
really?
Adrian Torres as Vulture. So Vulture's coming.
Is that
That's gonna
Michael
be cool.
Keaton?
Yeah,
Vulture?
Michael
What?
Keaton's still gonna be in it.
When did Aunt May stop being an old lady and start being like a younger, sexier lady?
Bro, have you seen the 10 years later thing?
I thought she died.
She went from being old and wrinkly to being
Yeah.
hot and young.
Yeah, Aunt May used to be like his old aunt, and like suddenly she just kept getting younger and sexier.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I have not noticed that. Is it?
In the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, I haven't seen her recently. I remember as that old wrinkly lady from the last movie.
Okay.
The way
so,
I thought it was supposed to be.
You know what, Ben? I just had an idea.
Jay,
Let's
you're thinking
let's
about
show
her.
all of our fans this trailer. This thing is amazing.
All right, we're gonna see the
And
Spider-Man
boys,
trailer.
we want y'all to see it too. So y'all two hook up with the earbuds.
Okay,
Junkie, I'm gonna give you the headphones so you can hear the shit too, because
Right on.
it's
I'm
actually
stoked
really
for
good.
this.
So here you go, guys.
Right on.
dude, I was always a Spider-Man fan.
Dude, I love Spider-Man.
My favorite.
When
I've never been big on the comics, but the movies are really good.
When I was a kid, my uncle got me a subscription to the Spider-Man comics.
Oh no shit.
Yeah,
When I was a kid,
so happy.
and we got the Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, and I bought it when it first came out. It came with the first edition Spider-Man comic book.
Oh, no shit.
Nice.
It was cool.
Autographed by Stanley?
No, not autographed by Stan Lee. That would have been more expensive. All right, so guys,
All right,
if
here
you
we
can all
go.
see this,
I love that
Hold on,
Spider-Man
hold
with
on.
Tobey Maguire, by the way.
hold on, we're getting this going, and
Have you guys seen
it's gonna be long, but you guys are gonna love it.
Is there like a 20-second version?
Just show the whole thing.
All right, this is gonna be cool. I'm stoked.
I have to be
I
caught
way
for the
dig
first
Spider-Man.
20 seconds.
Just watch the whole thing. Hold on, wait
Here
till
we
it
go,
goes right
folks.
here and play it.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
That was so good. Hey, sorry I'm late. Happy.
You look nice.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. New dress?
Yes, it is. How'd you know?
He always makes a cameo, doesn't he?
What just happened?
Nice.
Planning a trip?
Mm-hmm. Going to Europe. It's a school trip.
Did you get your passport?
Peter Parker here to pick up a passport, please.
Mini toothpaste?
Mm-hmm.
Pack your suit.
I just want to go on my trip with my friends. Europe doesn't really need a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You look really pretty.
Therefore, I have value.
No, that's not
I'm
right.
messing with you. You look pretty too.
I just want to spend some time with MJ. I think she really likes me, dude.
That reminds me when I first fell in love. I had just finished my food coffee.
Oh, that boy down.
So nice to finally meet you, Spider-Man.
You're Nick Fury.
Put some clothes on. Let's go for a ride.
Is he gonna be okay like that?
Might want to turn him over so he doesn't swallow his tongue.
I think Nick Fury just hijacked our summer vacation.
Awesome! We got gifts, Parker, but we have a job to do. Are you going to step up or not?
You're all alone. Your friends are in trouble. What are you going to do about it?
You don't want any part of this.
Who is that guy?
He's like Iron Man and Thor rolled into one.
He's no Spider-Man.
What is it with you and Spider-Man?
But he looks out for the neighborhood, has a dope suit, and I really respect him. What's up, dickwad?
All right.
See, are you allowed to say that these days? What's up, dickwad?
All right. So, what do you guys think?
Oh, I'm seeing it.
I think the boy just wanted to go on vacation to London, man, or to Europe.
He saw.
He didn't really want to fucking fight the crime out there, man.
Yeah, he's just like, man, I just wanted to fucking.
Dude, I want to see Kevin Smith's reaction.
The suitcase he packs his
Yo, what the
Why do I still hear? Oh, I need to change it. Hey, what I got a question about is where's his hot aunt? Isn't that where we're watching this in the first place?
How's it going, Sarah?
We already saw her.
So remember
Which
that
one was it?
awkward moment where he was like, the guy is talking to the girl and he's looking back and forth and he's like, did that just happen?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be his aunt now.
That's his aunt?
It's not. She's not an old lady. She's a sexy lady now somehow.
I thought that was like his
What up, Michael?
date or something.
No, that's-
Spider-Man's like
No, that's his
side
aunt
girl
now.
or something. That's his
No,
aunt?
but the
Yeah,
younger
that's
girl.
what
Oh,
it says.
Michael's not watching. No, the younger girl, the girl with the black hair, that's MJ.
Oh,
That's Mary Jane.
she's not even redhead anymore.
She's not even redheaded
This
anymore.
is fucking bullshit.
They really ruined everything almost. But
Yeah.
it's actually really good though, despite despite small subtle flaws. It's still really good.
Subtle flaws.
Subtle.
Subtle.
If we have Nick Fury, I wonder if they're going to bring in Captain Marvel.
Well, Captain Marvel is actually the next movie to come.
Yeah, it's coming out really soon.
Yeah, like a couple
I'm not gonna lie, I'd watch it. I probably won't watch it, but if I hadn't, I never go to the movies anymore. But if I did go to the movies, I'd probably watch it.
Ben, there's a big group of us that usually goes. You're gonna watch it.
I fell asleep during Black Panther.
You fell asleep during Black Panther?
Yeah, I was tired. I woke up like at 6 in the. I mean, it's not even that early. 6 in the morning. We watched like the last show when it first came out. I was like there. You know how like you're kind of half awake, half asleep, and you don't want people to know that you're falling asleep. I was doing that for like the whole last hour. Yeah, I was like,
You fell asleep to the last movie we went to too.
Oh, I walked out of what was it? Flatliners. I walked out of that one.
was justifiable. That movie was awful.
So
It was like 15 minutes, but I
So my
walked out.
question is, guys, what do y'all think of the new Spider-Man trailer? That's what I want to know. I want to know what the fans think of this trailer.
I like all the Marvel movies. I think they've been getting better and better. And
Fuck, that came out today. Damn.
Punisher season 2.
Punisher season 2. Shit.
I dig some Marvel.
I really wasn't going to go see the animated one that just happened, but this one, I'll go see. Just because I like Spider-Man. And is it overkill? I don't know, man. In my opinion, they're really, like you said, with Tobey Maguire, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
right?
a lot of us
But
do.
now it's just like over and over and over. Beat me down with fucking DC and Marvel movies.
Whoa. Looks like we need a new manager.
What is this Punisher season 2 Paul's talking about?
Oh, dude, it's great.
Did they cancel that?
No, they canceled
There's another one they
Daredevil,
Oh,
Luke
Daredevil.
Cage, Jessica Jones, The Defenders, and Iron Fist. But the only one that they didn't cancel was Punisher.
Okay.
Yet. It's like as if they let it have 2 seasons and then they cancel it.
Is this like a tweet you're gonna post a little bit later and just remove at the very end, give it out to everyone that there's only be 2 seasons of the Punisher?
It's already happened. The only one that went more than 2 seasons was Daredevil. Daredevil went 3 seasons. Luke Cage went 2 seasons, canceled. Iron Fist went 2 seasons, canceled. Jessica Jones went 1 or 2 seasons, canceled. Actually, Jessica Jones didn't even get 2 seasons. She only got 1 season. Defenders got 1 season, canceled.
There's a common theme here.
There is a common
Canceled.
theme
Hey, what shows are you guys binge watching right now?
here. Dude, I can't wait to watch.
Well, I was going to say, speaking of superhero stuff, I just watched Mr. Glass.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to that. And, I already talked about it.
Yeah, you already talked about it.
I was really disappointed on that one.
Did we talk about that live on the show? Or
Yeah,
were
we
just
already
talking-
did.
I can't remember if we were just talking.
Yeah. You said you were disappointed by it.
Yeah.
So let's not ruin it for anybody else who hasn't seen it yet. 'Cause I still
I'm
wanna
not going
see
to throw
it.
a
Binge
spoiler.
watching right now, man. Are you watching any shows? Any episodes or series?
The last show I really loved was called Strange Angel. That one's about one of the guys who actually created rockets and all of the ability for us to go into space back when people thought it was a ridiculous idea.
So it's a movie about Elon Musk.
That's good. I like that. So I'm binge watching the hell out of Game of Thrones. I think I missed the bus on this one.
Lame.
Yeah. So I'm on like season 5, about maybe 4 or 5 episodes in, and man, I'm loving this shit. Like my day consists of getting up at like 9 and watching about 3 or 4 episodes of Game of Thrones. Then I go home in the evening about 8 o'clock, and I watch about 4 or 5 episodes of Game of Thrones. So yeah, I'm binge watching the hell out of it right now. Trying to catch up before, what is it, April 15th or something like that is the new season? The new season that comes out? You don't know?
Well, of what?
Game of Thrones?
I'm going to be honest with you, Chris.
You suck too.
I have not seen one single episode of Game of Thrones ever.
I succumbed to the desire and the popularity of Game of Thrones. And let me tell you something. It is the shit. So this is coming from Sports Junkie, bro. Okay, do you like women?
Well, yeah.
Do you like tits?
Yeah.
You got lots of tits in the show?
Do you like pussy?
Yes. The fuck?
Do you like combat?
I already know what's in the show.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Then why the hell ain't you watching it?
Because
So
I have a life.
I was reluctant to, and then I started watching it, and then it's fully bingeable. Once you start watching it, you're just hooked.
I'll tell you what. I'll watch it if it comes on Netflix.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you open a bag of hot fries and you like start eating one. You know you're gonna eat the whole bag.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna
That's why
happen.
you buy
with
it in the
Game-
first place.
Dude, I want to see this show that our manager just talked about, Peaky Blinders.
Oh yeah, I've been meaning to check that out. I just haven't.
That one is badass. You got to see it. They're making, I think correct me if I'm wrong, manager, they started production of the 5th season like this past week or 2.
Yeah, they just.
Yeah, so the
finished
5th
it, too.
season. Yeah, so there's 4 seasons. The first 4 seasons are on Netflix. Amazing show. You've already seen it all, right? You've already seen it?
It's a wonderful.
We're on.
Dexter, you know, like
Oh, yeah.
over in
It-
like old times, like
The 1920s. It's like.
over from Europe to New York or something like that.
Yes, this happens like right after World War One. A couple of the guys that were actually like diggers. They're British, right? They're like English and
They're European.
European. Yeah, I think they're like British, something like that. But the fucking Peaky. Well, check it out. Let's put it that way. Check it out. It's an amazing show. If you like gangster shit, if you like
gangster shit,
yeah, it's gonna be something you're gonna love.
They fight and they kick some ass.
It's got a great storyline too.
Thugs. They collect money and all that stuff. Yeah, it's a. So, I got in a debate with somebody about this earlier. Reading a book versus watching a movie. Okay. For me, I like to see what's going on rather than use my imagination, especially in like a fight scene.
Paul, what the fuck are you talking about? Pinky Blinders?
Okay, so if I'm watching somebody duel with swords, how do you put that in a book? Like, Scout swings his sword at Junkie. Junkie then, in turn, swings his sword back. Like, how do you put that in words in a book? I'm just curious.
Like that?
With your exactly like you just did, but because with your mind you can make a scene that they can never like. I guess with CGI now we can do some pretty awesome stuff, but there's so much more detail to it. Like Scout swings his sword, not wanting to really kill, Sports Junkie, but he knows he has to stop him. Like you can't really say that in like the amount of time it takes that he's swinging the sword in a movie. There's like different levels to it.
But then I don't know if Scout's like this big fat ogre or if he's like this, lean, mean fighting machine. Like, how do I know?
Because that's what the book tells you. I don't know. I'm way into books. I see the images in my mind. If it's a good writer, like I will see what's going on in my head.
Exactly.
Which
So
sometimes is cooler.
Does anybody want to know what the surprise is?
Uh-oh.
I do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious.
All right. So, for all of our fans watching around the world, drum roll, please. Ding. We are doing a live show at the grand opening for Boardwalk Tattoos.
What?
Yeah. We have been invited to go and support Boardwalk Tattoos at their grand opening. We're going to be doing a live show, but not only that.
Uh-oh. What?
This is the best fucking part.
Oh, man, don't keep me in suspense.
So, we will have raffle tickets for sale. Those raffle tickets, there will be 3 lucky winners. One winner will win a $75 value in piercings.
Whoa, that's pretty cool.
By the famous High Five. If you don't know who he is, go meet him and ask him why they call him High Five. And then the other 2 winners will win $300 value tattoos.
Dang.
By both owners, Abel and Sue.
So does that mean like any of our viewers can actually win a $300 tattoo?
That is correct. Any of our viewers who are watching this show right now are able to win. All you have to do is show up to the grand opening and purchase tickets, or get in contact with either me or Ben and meet us somewhere, and you can buy tickets from us. Our tickets will be on sale for $10 a pop.
Oh, it's only $10?
Only $10 a pop.
To get a $300 tattoo.
To have a chance to win a $300 tattoo.
Unlimited tickets you can buy?
You can buy as many tickets as you want at $10 a pop. But not only will that be going on, Ben, you want to tell them what else is going on? Like this is what the thing is going to be.
Yeah, this is actually, we're working on the back of the ticket right now. This is what the back of the ticket is going to look like. If you can kind of see right here, we got the the dress of the store right there in the top left corner. Starts at 3 p.m. at Boardwalk Tattoos
on Sunday, February 10th. So it doesn't intervene with the Super Bowl.
It's the week after the Super Bowl. So you have time to sober up for a whole week.
Junkie. Oh yeah, don't worry, Junkie. Your
they're gonna have a lot of merch out there. They're gonna have 3 types of shirts. They're gonna have regular shirts. They're gonna have V-necks, like woman V-necks with both of their new logos, and they're gonna have baseball shirts. That's what I want to pick up.
Dude, I want a baseball shirt so bad. But not only that,
kind of like that.
They will also have. Should I say it? They will have baseball caps and I think beanies, and this is the greatest one. Period panties.
Period panties.
That's what they're called. Period panties. What are those? Dude, well, of course y'all wouldn't know. They're panties. You'd have to talk to a chick who knows what they are. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, they're gonna have panties with their logo on them for sale. All those things will be for sale. Not only that, they will also have. We'll get into that later. consult a female and she'll tell you. Not only that, they will also have koozies for sale and tote bags. And at the shop itself, they'll probably have some hot dogs, popcorn, cotton candy.
Yeah.
There's food going on at the shop
So
itself.
it's going to be kind of carnival theme. If you've been to Boardwalk Tattoos, it's really it has that carnival theme, has that carnival feel to it. So they're going to have all the hottest carnival foods there. Hot dogs, popcorn, cotton candy. They're going to have soda. They're going to have water.
But not only do they have all that going on,
Oh, yeah.
there's more.
There's more?
There will be live entertainment from the Ben and Scout show, and not only that, there will be circus performing acts. As in
That's right.
fire breathing, sword swallowing, and other kind of shit like that. And it's actually maybe even tape painting. Maybe I can't guarantee that. But at the shop, that's what's going to be going. And it's going to be in the parking lot. It's free for everyone to get in, so you don't have to pay just to come check it out. It's free for the public to come check it out. And if you want a ticket, they're $10 a pop. We only have 200 tickets for sale. So if you want a ticket, you got to get in on it and be there to get it, or get in contact with me or Ben, and we will come find you and sell you a ticket.
So I can get a tattoo for $2,000 then?
You can get a No. Well, yeah, you can buy a $300
Yes, you
tattoo
could.
for $2,000 if you want.
Well, I guess you get two. You would get a $75 piercing, two $300 tattoos for $2,000.
So technically, you would get fucking $600 tattoos and $75 worth of piercings.
Oh, Joe.
So just reiterate, guys, the whole event is free. The after party is free.
The after party is going on at the bar next door called McFinnigan's. They will be providing food and the drinks for all of those who drink. There will be food for sale there, the drinks for sale, and they will also have live karaoke going on.
Yeah.
And
I'm
during the
excited about
karaoke, that is when we will be announcing the winners of the tattoos and the piercings.
So I got to say, if any one of you four, well, us three, us four, if you won the $300 tattoo, what would you get tattooed?
Ben and Scout show.
that. Oh God. Yeah, Ben and Scout show. That's not even a question.
Y'all are actually going to get Ben and Scout show
I'll
tattooed.
probably get my sleeve get more on my sleeve done probably.
What would you get tattooed if you got a tattoo?
I would get the Notre Dame Fighting Irish on my shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I bet that's the next one I'm going to get anyway, so I would get that.
What would you get, Tony?
I don't know, man. I'd have to take a random wheel and spin it.
Oh.
Just pick something random. No, actually, I have no idea what I would get tattooed.
Speaking of random wheel,
yeah.
Ben, you want to tell them what an idea you had?
So we're working on this idea right now as kind of a side we want to have for the event. We want to have a wheel that we fill up with balloons, and in the balloons we'll put just small things like fortune cookies, kind of type, fortunes, for instance. And that way, anyone who goes out there to the event, if you just show up, you'll be able to pop one of these balloons and kind of have an aside like that. And we're also working on, it's not confirmed yet, another one where we can do maybe like $1 or $2 to throw at a balloon, and we can fill them with the shirts, the koozies, the hats, things like that as well. So there's so many ways that you will be able to get involved. But again, this is all to support not only the Boardwalk Tattoos who are throwing this event, but it's also to support the show too, because they've done this for us. Without Boardwalk Tattoos, we wouldn't have this opportunity, because you can kind of tell we only have 2 microphones. We have these cheap earphones, so all the money is going to be coming in. It's not going into our pockets. It's going back into the show. Straight into the show, so that we can give you better content and be more professional for you guys. So you're really supporting us as much as you're supporting Boardwalk Tattoos.
We're not doing this for the show. We're doing this for you guys. That's the main thing, is that we're not doing this just to make our show better. We're doing this to make the show better for you guys. This is all for the fans. So go ahead and show them that back of the tick again.
Piercings and tattoos.
It's gonna be
man.
awesome. I cannot fucking wait.
That's cool. Show them the video. I'm just glad.
Ooh, yeah. Show them the Boardwalk Tattoos video.
I'd like to see what all the viewers would want to get for tattoos. What are you guys planning to get tattooed on you?
Your face.
My face?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We need to get some viewers back on here. Get y'all to share this page. Like and share the page.
I think it's because we're not loving each other anymore.
Probably. Who knows?
Well, there's a ticket right now. I'm trying to see if I can get the video working. If I can't, I'm going to post it on the page again so you guys can take a look at it. So one last time, guys, the after party is going to be at McFinnigan's.
which is next door to Boardwalk Tattoos, located at 7218 Blanco Road.
7218 Blanco Road. They've been in business for, I think, the past 4 years or so, and they said they opened up this new location not this past September, I think, but was it this past September?
Mhm.
So they've been at this new location for the past number of months, and they haven't had a grand opening yet, so they're going to have it, and we're going to be doing the show live there during the grand opening. I'm
Yes, we
super
will.
excited about that.
We are super excited.
Hey, one last thing. I want to give out a shout out. The volleyball tomorrow morning, the Wildcats are making their session debut.
Hashtag go Wildcats.
4 years old to 7 years old. And Coach Chris and Coach Bree, who's watching right now, shout out to Coach Bree. Thanks for your help. And in the afternoon, Aces High are making their debut. My brand new 12 to 16-year-old team that I'm coaching. So, yeah, busy day of coaching tomorrow. But I did want to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. We forgot to talk about this.
We will talk about that after. Actually, no, fuck, let's talk about it right now.
Yeah, just a quick.
Cowboys suck.
Okay, we talked about it. Cowboys suck.
There we go. It's done.
No, real quick. There's got to be a scapegoat to everything, right? And with Jerry Jones, if you don't win Super Bowl, guess what? You're done, right?
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Yes.
You sure about that?
But Jason Garrett has held on to his fucking job because, he's taken team okay, they had 2 rookies. He gave them a couple of years to build these 2 rookies, right? Dak and Zeke, right? Build these guys up. Well, Zeke is the leading rusher in the fucking NFL, okay? On top of that, you got one of the best offensive line in the league, and you got a quarterback that's slinging the ball around the field, right? They got this young kid, Michael Gallup, who had 160-something yards and 2 touchdowns against the Rams, right? So they got this young and up-and-comer, right? And then they've got other weapons. They got Cole Beasley. They got weapons. It's not their offensive coordinator's fault. But guess who gets fired, Scout?
Oh yeah, the offensive coordinator.
Right. His scheme was not a bad thing. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what the problem is, and I do think it has to do with coaching, head coaching, and decision making there. But I'm hating on Dallas right now, and I know that we don't have a whole lot of views, so I'm okay with hating on Dallas right now. Okay? But I watch Dallas fans go, oh, yeah, it's about fucking time that this guy gets fired. It's about time. Y'all put up serious points. And Dak runs for touchdowns. He passes for touchdowns. Zeke's the leading rusher in the NFL.
Hashtag I love you, Hosanna.
How is that an offensive problem? Okay, it's a team problem. It's a team chemistry problem. It's not an offensive problem. But a lot of these, okay, I'm going to say it, uneducated Dallas fans that think that offensive coordinator was the issue. And no, Kimberly Speaks, you're not one of them. And just in case you do join, you do know Dallas. But no, I'm just saying, to fire the coordinator, yeah, there's got to be a scapegoat.
Fuck the Patriots.
And fuck the Patriots. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Fuck the Patriots. We love you too, Ozana, but fuck the Patriots. So, yeah, I thought it was kind of ironic that why didn't they let the defensive coordinator too go, right? The fucking Rams ran right down the Cowboys' throat, on last week. So
yeah, they did.
It just drives me nuts. Why the fuck didn't they fire the defensive coordinator too?
They rammed them boys.
Sorry, I went on a rant, but
That's cool. Hey, what's the deal with vapor bed?
Yeah.
What is that?
What is vapor bed, Ben?
So if you're listening to Vapor Bed right now, I think it's kind of cool because what we've been playing, what we started off with Vapor Bed, it's going to be a 24/7 live stream of all the most awesome top music tracks that we love to hear whenever, I can't really say we because I love to hear it. So I'm kind of building off of that. And I want to get suggestions from you. What do you think can make it better, improve it? But right now we're playing 24/7 garage, punk, and hardcore music with that lo-fi sound. So I started listening to it at 11 o'clock at night when I started the stream the first time, and I was yeah, let's go do shit, because I was pumped up with that kind of music. I know Tony, he has his show. You still do it, right? At 11:30.
Wednesday from 11 p.m. till about 1 in the morning on KSYM 90.1. It's ksym.org. I do the Punk Rock 101 show.
The Punk Rock 101 show. So it's kind of almost like a tribute to what Tony does as well. So maybe you can give me some pointers and maybe some music I can play too. I'm trying to keep it like away from the copyright material, but maybe we can get to a point where we can start playing copyright material too and make it like a legitimate like radio station. But what we want to do is, since it's running 24/7, I mean, I'm pretty much like passed out on my bed like sometimes whenever the show is going on. But I want to schedule a couple of hours where we can do the show like live and actually be able to maybe have some live callers. Kind of like what we do with the Ben and Scal show, but with the show live. So I'm going to post a link right now in the feed for you guys can check it out. Like it, please support it. We want to get to as many people as possible. And again, it's going to be able to be something we can integrate to the show like later on, and we can take it from there. So like it, check it out. If there's any suggestions of other kind of music you want to listen to, let me know, because I want to be able to tailor a couple of stations to any kind of genre of music that you guys like, and we can take it from there. So that's my little pitch for Vapor Bed.
I want to check it out, man. That sounds really awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to check
That's
it out
really cool.
sometime. I have yet to check it out. I've actually have not been on social media that much.
I joined I liked the page, but I hadn't listened to the music yet. But I kept thinking that it was live music from DeAndre.
Oh gosh,
that's what I thought it was. I didn't think it was like, what's his role in it?
Right now, DeAndre, he's working on a couple of other like side projects, and he's gonna get into the Vapor Bed here probably like in the next month or so. But what we want to do is again like kind of be able to take it to where we can have live mixing on the show as well.
Hey Ben, do you think you'll ever play Taylor Swift on Vapor Bed?
If
Like
you watch
Chopped and
it,
Screwed?
if you would watch it, you would already know that I play it like all the time. So,
Really?
Yeah.
All you gotta do is listen.
No shit.
No, I don't do that.
Oh, he doesn't really pay Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift.
I'm wondering if you're gonna play like lullabies or like nice soft sweet music so I can go to sleep at night.
Dude, do you play the band Pudge?
I do.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So you didn't answer my question.
I actually have some lo-fi on, and it's like a real calm music, real chill music that is like kind of like for you to go to sleep to. So what I'm thinking about doing too is like maybe have scheduled hours in the show, so we play certain music at certain times, like at night, it'll be more calm and kind of like relaxed and everything.
Dude, I actually like
Vapor
lo-fi
Bed.
music. Lo-fi music put me
Yeah.
to sleep last night, actually.
Nighttime's the right time.
Oh,
That's when I'm up.
hey, Hashtag there. Nighttime's the right time.
Nighttime is the right time.
Alrighty.
Well, cool.
How about do it, huh?
We got anything else?
So yeah, I'm super excited about the $300 tattoo giveaway.
Dude, that's awesome.
It's actually, if you think about it, guys, it's actually $600 in tattoos being given away. 2 tattoos for $300 each, and $75
Not if I buy all
value
the tickets.
piercings.
Guys, it's
tickets
up to
are-
you to not let Sports Junkie buy all the tickets and buy out this thing so he gets a $300 tattoo.
Because he fucking
$2,000.
will.
He'll get 2 sleeves and both his nipples pierced.
And maybe even his clit.
Only you can stop this from happening.
Only my taint.
They are $10 a pop. Make sure you join us at Boardwalk Tattoos, located at
Bulverde Road.
7218 Blanco.
I thought it was Bulverde.
No, that's
No, that's Cloudcraft.
Cloudcraft.
Look, make sure you check out Boardwalk Tattoos, 7218 Blanco Road. We are there. February 10th is the day of the grand opening. Make sure you all show up there. Not only that, they buy the ticket. They are $10 a pop. They will have merchandise and food, and then stay for the after party at McFinnigan's with some live karaoke and the reveal of the winners.
Very nice. Hey, Scout, what does it feel like to have a Prince Albert?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't have one.
Oh, Ben says.
The best.
So obviously we're gonna have to put money together so that they can get matching PAs.
And then they're gonna show it to us live on the show.
No, we're not doing that piercing live on the show.
That's not
We
what
will
you
be
said earlier.
banned.
That's not what you said
Hey,
earlier.
I'm ready to get my nipples pierced, so can I just win that $75 one?
I don't think we could show that.
Why not?
Why not?
Oh, okay, we
But
can
that
do
would
the
hurt.
nippling.
I don't
We can
wanna-
do the nipples.
I don't think I want to be on
But
the
we
air
don't
with
we
that.
don't want him to do the Prince Albert on his little peanut.
You know, I think they're going to be doing live tattoos there at the shop. Maybe we can like interview or like talk to someone who is getting a tattoo. I mean, I don't know who'll be open to it. Hopefully, we can get someone to do a get tattooed live. You know, it could be.
Yeah.
I would get a tattoo
Wouldn't mind
live.
being on a podcast.
Yeah, so make sure you
I just
guys
gotta
come
figure
check
out
it
something to
out.
get tattooed on me.
So yeah,
Maybe can we work something out where one of us get like a piercing or a tattoo.
Piercing of a tattoo?
Piercing of a tattoo.
A tattoo of a piercing?
Or a tattoo of a piercing.
I saw one tattoo. It was a piercing of a vagina with two piercings on it. One on the clit and one on the walls.
Oh, about that.
Oh. Yeah.
Ben, do you have anything to say about this?
So the reason why Sports Junkie brings this up is because he won this
Weeks ago.
Months ago. He won it, and we finally painted it weeks ago during Christmas. That's why there's a snowman there.
And a Christmas
However,
tree.
I have yet to put Sports Junkie in the red right there for the Sports Junkie.
Been busy.
After the show, I don't come back into the studio like until the next show, so it just kind of sits here, collects dust, and Junkie brings it back up to me, and I feel like a dick all over again.
Yes,
so I need to paint it and get it over with, get it to the Sports Junkie, because it has a place at his house already ready. So I kind of feel bad for that. So I need to do that.
In the wall and everything.
There's already a nail in the wall for it too.
Shit.
And here it's just thrown in a pile like it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Like it has no value. But I disagree.
I disagree too. I definitely value Ben's painting. Well, we got some last minute shout outs.
How about a caller?
Anybody want to call in
nice.
before we go off the live?
I'm so hungry right now.
How about this girl, bitch ass Uncle Joey? How about
It's getting late. We need some callers. 978-543-0405. Call now. Live links.
Are you lonely?
Are you lonely?
Do you have hot Cheetos on your chest?
Yes.
Just dust or hot Cheetos?
Hot Cheetos.
Well, hello there.
How's
Good evening.
It going? My name is Cindy. I am the professional sexter.
We're going to actually pitch in to make sure that Sports Junkie gets Hot Cheetos tattooed on his chest.
No, just piercings. Just piercings.
No, hot Cheetos on the chest. That'd be perfect.
You know, I don't think that would be a very good role model if my nipples were pierced for these girls that I'm coaching. You know, like I hope I could. Can I hide that, or will those be showing?
You know, you should get your
They
ears
should not be
pierced.
seeing your nipples.
No, I mean like through the shirt. You know.
So I had one last topic I want to bring up, and it's probably just a little small side. The weather was kind of bad. I was talking to Boy Scout about this. What do you guys do whenever the weather's like just kind of like trashy outside? You know, kind of drizzly, cold.
Right now, they're getting slammed with a storm.
They're getting where?
Yeah, like feet.
I wonder how Squirrel's doing it. You remember we were telling him about that snowstorm that was kind of passing him?
Yeah, but I think he's in like mid.
He's
Is he?
fine now.
He's good. Okay, cool.
He's fine now. He was in West Virginia when we talked
New
about
York
this.
all the way up to like Maine, New England, and Maine. They're getting
Yeah.
slammed with snow.
What are some of your favorite things to do, like whenever the weather's kind of bad outside?
Nothing.
Like this, like, where it's like dreary and shit.
Yeah, you don't want to go outside.
I don't want to do shit.
Binge watch Game of Thrones.
Call of Duty 4. Black
Sheldon,
Ops.
Sheldon wants to binge watch Game of Thrones and masturbate.
What is your PS4 username?
It's Lego Chinowski.
Lego nuts on my chin.
Chinowski. If you guys want to go and play Call of Duty 4 with yours truly here, Lego Chinowski. Is that like
Damn it.
Still not saying
Jewish?
sports junkie.
Chinowski? Or maybe that's Naowski. Yeah, isn't that Jewish? It is Jewish. I knew it.
What up, Tanya?
It's a nod to one of my favorite writers.
Still not saying sports junkie.
It'll come. It'll come. All right, guys. It's getting about that time.
Hey, Tanya.
What's up, Latanya?
It's about that time.
I
So
owe
let's
you a
remind
painting.
everybody one more time about what's going down. February 10th, Boardwalk Tattoos grand opening. There'll be merchandise for sale, shirts, hats, and panties, koozies, and other shit. Not only that, buy some tickets for $10 a pop through the Ben and Scout show to have a chance to win a $300 tattoo by Sue or by Abel, and to have a $75 value piercing by the one and only High Five.
Nipples.
This is the thing. This is the back of the ticket. And this is what's all being offered. There's an after party going on at McFinnigan's, which is next door, and there'll be karaoke, food and drinks, and that's when we'll be announcing the winners. So remember, guys, February 10th, the Sunday after the Super Bowl, is when the grand opening is, and Ben and Scout show is going live. There will be carnival acts such as fire breathing and sword swallowing and man
Fire breathing, sword swallowing.
and a man on stilts.
Dude, and $300 tattoos that you could win, plus
and $75
piercings.
piercings.
That's awesome.
Don't forget taint painting.
Maybe taint painting.
Maybe not.
Not only
taint
that,
painting.
but the Ben and Scout show will be going live during the grand opening. So make sure you all tune in or show up, and we maybe even get you on the show with us. Maybe I don't fucking know. You know?
Show up, guys. Yeah, you may be able to pop a little cameo during
Yeah.
the live event, the grand opening
see
of
how it
Boardwalk
goes.
Tattoos. Jews are number one, and lesbians are number one.
Yeah.
Latanya.
What are period panties?
Period panties. Ooh.
I don't know if those are number one.
Show up, guys. Yeah, you may be able to pop a
Sword swallowers too. All right.
What about taint painters?
All right, guys.
We got any shout outs at the end?
Any more shout outs? Big shout out to Cloudcraft. Hashtag CloudcraftFC.
Cloudcraft.
Right there. Big shout out to Fast Eddie's Vape Shop and Lounge.
Number one.
Big shout out to Juice Fiends. And big shout out to our one and only favorite, Boardwalk Tattoos.
Boardwalk Tattoos.
Yeah, Ben and Scott Show is number one.
Shout out to the boss.
Shout out to the Sports Junkie.
Shout out Sports Junkie.
All right, guys. We love you all.
Peace.
Live long and prosper. Y'all have a great night.
We out of here.
Good night, y'all. Love y'all. Be good to each other. Check out Vapor Bed. It's going on right now.
Yeah.